If you've been using Google Docs for your talk tracks, then you know how difficult it is to build a dynamic talk track. Reps have to constantly scroll up and down and navigate through nested bullet points based on how the call flows. Rehers lets you build talk tracks like they are supposed to be built, by utilizing the power of flowcharts. You can use talk tracks within Rehers to train your reps on the calls, and once you have them built, they pop up when the AI bot answers the call. Creating your knowledge base. To create your first talk track, you need to first tell Rehers a little bit about your company. This will be used later while creating talk tracks to handle objections. Let's do this first by navigating to the knowledge base. As you can see, we have two ways of creating our knowledge base. You can either build it manually or let Rehers build it using our Morpheus AI. Let's go the easy route and create the knowledge base via Morpheus. To do this, simply click on the Morpheus AI button and enter your company's website. Let's say our company is Seamless. We put in Seamless as our website and click Create. As you can see, Rehers begins to do deep research and starts to build out your entire knowledge base, including case studies, testimonials, security compliance, and general company information. Note that this can usually take 1 to 2 minutes, so be patient. Also note that we are right now in our global workspace. If you have multiple teams or different products, you can create multiple workspaces, and each can have its own knowledge base. Our knowledge base is now ready. Make sure you review this knowledge base before proceeding further, and if you have any additional information you want to add, you can do so by simply clicking Add Section button and choosing the appropriate section element you would like to add. Creating your first talk track manually. Now that our knowledge base is ready, we are ready to create our first talk track. Let's go to the Playbook section. Here, you can see all your talk tracks and the option to create new. Let's click on Create New. First, we will create our talk track manually to learn the basics, and then we will see how to completely automate this using Morpheus AI. Let's click Blank, and let's name our playbook Seamless AI Cold Call Talk Track, and click Create. You can now see a blank canvas to the right. This is where we will begin creating our flowchart-based talk track. The first step of a typical cold call is your opener, so let's add it by right-clicking and adding a reps block. This is where we will put what the rep is supposed to say. Let's quickly toggle the edit window and enter a permission-based opener. Hey, Mr. Prospect, I know I am an interruption, but I was hoping you had 30 seconds to chat. Once we are done editing, we can toggle the editor off, and our progress will be automatically saved. Building the conversation flow. Now let's add all possible prospect responses. In our case, there could be only two. Either the prospect gives permission, or says they are busy with something and to call back later. To add these two possibilities, we will add two prospect blocks and connect them to our initial rep block by clicking on the plus sign on the bottom of the reps block and connecting each prospect block to it. This tells Rehers to show these two immediate options when the talk track is played. Let's now toggle these on and put in our options. For the first block, we will put in I am busy, and for the second block, we will put in sure, go on. Note, you can add as many potential replies as you need and expand each pathway. Let's begin building out further by adding a reply to the prospect when they give the rep permission to pitch. For this, we add a reps block and put in our pitch. Let's continue building by adding two potential replies from the prospect. One where the prospect says they don't see this as a problem, and the other where they do have this issue. We will simply add two prospect blocks and connect them to the rep's reply. Let's toggle the edit mode and add I don't see this problem to the first block, and then to the next block, let's put in, yep, I have this issue. Using Morpheus AI for objection handling. Now, at this point, we can keep building this out, but there is a really powerful feature in Rehers that helps make this process a breeze. Say you want to handle the objection where the prospect says they don't have a problem. Since we had created our knowledge base earlier, Rehers knows pretty much everything about our product. So to handle this objection, we can simply add a rep's reply block, connect it to the prospect's node, and click Morpheus AI. Within seconds, the Morpheus AI agent will go through millions of real cold calls and your knowledge base to come up with the best way to handle this objection. And if you're not happy with its results, simply click it again. Notice how we can continue to expand the talk track in all possible ways so that it's robust and reps are fully covered on all fronts. Previewing your talk track. Once the talk track is done, you can now click play to view how it looks for your reps. As you can see, Rehers only shows the reps what they are supposed to say, with the immediate options they expect to hear from the other side. As they progress in the calls, they can navigate the talk track by clicking on what they hear from the prospects. You can now choose this talk track when making calls by simply selecting it on the home page before you start your dial session. Automating talk track creation with Morpheus AI. Finally, let's go back to the playbook section and learn about how to automate a majority of your talk track creation by using our Morpheus agent. With Rehers, you can not only create talk tracks manually, but you can have a basic, high-quality talk track created for you in one click. Let's go back to the playbook section and click Create New. This time, we will click on Morpheus AI. Again, we will name our talk track Seamless AI New Talk Track. Click Create, and that's all. Within a minute or so, we will have our entire talk track ready and wired up. Once our talk track is ready, we can now play it just like before. Notice how good the pitch and the openers are. You can now continue splitting the talk track where you think the call can branch out and build it out from here. Thank you for watching this tutorial on Rehers. Enjoy building better conversations with your team.